It's pianist and singer-songwriter Elizabeth Eckert. Good afternoon, Elizabeth. Thank you for coming in.
Hi, thanks for having me.
And lugging in your big piano.
That's right, all 88 keys of it.
Trophy is the album. This is Keeper. It's Elizabeth Eckert.
I'm not a keeper. No, I'm not a keeper. So don't you dare.
Woo! Brilliant, lovely. Thank you very much.
Oh, thank you.
Great stuff from Elizabeth Eckert on the afternoon show, live music, and very personal sounding as well.
I love the album, Trophy.
Thank you.
It's a fabulous album.
Oh, thank you so much.
How old are you when you started playing piano?
I was 3 years old.
Right.
You know, my
Straight
parents
up.
are musicians, so I didn't have a whole lot of choice going into it, although to be honest, I loved it from the beginning. You know, my mom would be sitting at the piano and I was climbing up into her lap to reach it, and they just couldn't keep me away. I've loved it ever since.
Ladies and gentlemen, on BBC Radio Lancashire, live from the Radio Theatre this afternoon, put your hands together for Elizabeth Eckert.
Like a trophy girlfriend, you show me off to your friends, but you only hit me up on the weekend. I wanna be your trophy, like a prize on your arm, but I know I'll only last for so long. You don't see everything that I am. I wanna be your trophy girlfriend. No, I don't wanna be a trophy, not a trophy girlfriend.
What kind of stuff were you listening to at home as a little girl then? What
Gosh,
songs
I have
were
to
around
say
that?
it was varied because my parents were classical musicians, so there was classical music, we listened to jazz, and I grew up in Memphis actually as a child, so we listened to a lot of that old soul and blues sounding stuff.
Yeah, we talk a lot on this show about the term genreless.
Right.
And I love songs when you can't say this is a country song or this is a blues song. It's just a song.
Yeah. I typically say that I'm a singer-songwriter and that gets it done because, you know, since I do write original stuff, I feel like the most important thing that sets me apart from other people, you know, is writing my own material at the piano.
Yeah.
So as long as that's coming through, they can, you know, call me whatever genre they want to.
Yeah, you can do anything you like.
Yeah.
Singer-songwriter Elizabeth Eckert.
You've had some really interesting experiences in your life, though. You did a solo performance at Carnegie Hall.
Yeah.
Wow.
Thank you. It was pretty amazing. Definitely a highlight until your show, of course. But
Thank you.
yeah, you know, piano was really my first love, and then I was able to branch out from there. I'm sure you know the old joke.
Go on.
Oh, well, how do you get to Carnegie Hall?
How do you?
Practice.
Absolutely right.
And I think we've got a request here, John, on the front row here. And which one is it?
It's called Bloomington.
And just tell us a little bit about Bloomington.
Well, Bloomington is a town in Indiana. Was my college town where Indiana University is. It's all true, so just if my parents are listening, you know, it's some parts of it are exaggerated. Bloomington, you freeze my breath outside while your gray skies laugh in my face. I left you with a piece of paper, a little smarter. Was I jaded? You could say it was 5 years wasted, but I tell you, I got educated.
How was that, John?
That was brilliant.
Oh.
Thank you so much indeed.
Excellent. Is that
We've asked our listeners and our guests if they could do a cover version from 1967 to include in our 50 from 67.
I'm a Believer has been one of my favorite songs for a long time, and actually Neil Diamond is a favorite. Then I saw your face, and I'm a believer without a trace. Doubt in my mind, I'm in love. Oh, I'm a believer. I couldn't leave you if I tried.
Captivating, Elizabeth Eckert. Captivating.
Now, what's fascinating about you is that I've just seen you playing the piano there and getting ready, and yet we nearly never heard your piano skills at all.
It was something that I really poured my heart and soul and hours of practice into. But I injured my wrist when I was in college in America, and really had to stop playing for almost 2 years. It was quite devastating at the time, but what I've come to since then, it was during that time that I started writing songs. I tried not to have surgery because it's kind of the kiss of death for a classical musician, and so it wasn't until probably a couple years after that I think I'd really processed everything, but you know, it gave me some good emotions for songwriting. So you know, since we've talked about the piano a lot, I think I'll do one called Like a Piano.
Right.
And this is actually one of those songs. The idea for it did wake me up in the middle of the night, and I got out of bed and I wrote the song. I guess I finished, you know, around 7 a.m. and fell back into bed.
Now, you see,
Now the melody still lingers, like the feeling of your fingers, and I'm broken down, splinters on the floor. But that's the way the song goes. You played me like a
woo. Now, what I will say, we talked about how good the piano playing is. Now, where does the amazing voice come from?
Once I started writing songs, I just felt this need to sing them, you know, and that's really where the vocals came from. Do you feel me now? With the taste of your lips, I'm on a ride. You're toxic, I'm slipping under the taste of a poison paradise. I'm addicted to you, don't you know that you're toxic? And I love what you do, don't you know that you're toxic?
So when you're performing those live on stage, it's a very personal thing.
It's expressing real emotions that I'm actually feeling and have felt to the audience. And each time I sing a song, I feel that I'm kind of reliving that experience. So it's very emotional, you know,
Yeah.
especially a whole set when you're tagging all of those things together and kind of going through different snapshots of life and what things have been like. But it's so rewarding. Even church bells don't ring loud enough to say I love you. 'Cause even church bells, no, they don't ring loud enough to tell the world how I feel about you. One of the things about music, you know, it takes us through so many emotions, but we have to stop sometimes and ask, are we having fun yet? And that's what this song Shallow is about.
We've got some audience participation.
Well, I do. You know, the audience is being very wonderful, as you've already said how wonderful they are. But what I didn't know before is they also have wonderful voices, and they've agreed to help me out with this one. So are we having fun yet? Yes, we are. If you say we are we having fun yet? Yes, we are. If you say we are we having fun yet? Yes, we are. If you say we are we having fun yet? Yes, we are. Give yourselves a hand, folks. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Oh, it was fun.